Moving on to the other big story we're tracking, Supreme Court has upheld environmental clearances and notification for the change in land use for the massive Central Vista project. Remember, this project had come under a lot of political scrutiny, but the plan, which is of a redevelopment project of a new parliament building, a common central secretariat and revamped 3-kilometer long Rajpath from the Rashtrapati Bhavan to India Gate, has now met the Supreme Court's approval. This is, of course, coming as an embarrassment for the opposition, which had tried to stall this project. First up, listen into what Sandeep Dixit has to say.
To comment on the Supreme Court, I think Supreme Court misses the point by which many people are opposing this, and I don't think it's in the purview of the Supreme Court either. Right? Supreme Court is just an institution that looks at the exact wordings of the law. Okay, I mean, many people also claim that the whole process of allocation, allotment, tendering itself is in doubt, but that's a separate question. I have a fundamental issue with the whole Central Vista project. Ever since, especially this government kept saying that they believe in maximum governance and minimum government. Minimum government cannot happen if the infrastructure of the government keeps expanding and becomes absolutely huge. A huge government and a large government and an infrastructure-heavy government is a sign of an authoritarian, non-democratic.
Well, Sandeep Dixit of the Congress there raising a more moral question now, but the point is that it was legally challenged in the Supreme Court and that challenge has been unsuccessful. My colleague Nalini Sharma is also joining us. Nalini, tell us more of what happened in the Supreme Court.
Well, Shivani, the first and the most important thing to highlight over here is the fact that it wasn't just one or even two petitions that were filed before the Supreme Court that had challenged the redevelopment plan. There were a total of 10 petitions that the Supreme Court has considered on different aspects. So the Supreme Court has actually gone into details of this redevelopment plan, where they've not only looked into environment clearances as well as the use of land, but they've also gone into details as to whether or not where the trees should be shifted and whether the current existing buildings, which are the petitioner stated are a part of the heritage of the country, should they be destroyed or should they not be destroyed. So there were marathon arguments heard on each and every aspect regarding this, after which the Supreme Court come to the conclusion in a 2:1 majority, that's fair to say, that there were no problems with all of the clearances that the government's put forth. In addition to that, there were some very good reasons why the government's given why all of this is needed. One, they said that the current parliament building is under a lot of pressure because it's over 100 years old, which is why there was a need for a new parliament building. In addition to that, they've said that this entire project, even though it's costing 20,000 crores, it will end up saving the exchequer at least 1,000 crores of rupees per year, which is actually going as rent for all of the buildings in which the ministries are currently housed. So tomorrow, if they have their own buildings, they won't be paying that rent. So as a long-term goal, it will end up saving the country more money than they're actually spending. So after taking all of that into consideration,